there was a story about a chicken and an eagle. There was an eagle egg that was sitting down in the barnyard, in a chicken barnyard, I should say. And it so happened that a hen saw this egg. Being the mother that she was, she decided to sit on it for a while until it finally hatched. And when the egg hatched, there came out a little tiny eagle. And all along, this eagle didn't know who he really was, because he was raised among this chicken coop. He thought like a chicken. He reasoned like a chicken. He had chicken ambitions. Ironically, one of his greatest hopes was that he'd be able to jump up to the fence post and be able to shout like the rooster, do the cuckoo thing like the rooster. That was his. But he had wings so huge, so large. He had so big. He had talents, but he didn't know how to use it. And the other hens and the other chicken and they just made fun of him every time. Oh, your beak is so huge, or your talents are so big, or your wings are so. Until at some point, this little tiny eagle even considered cosmetic surgery. She said, I'll probably cut off my beak halfway and maybe cut off my wings and cut some of my talons, so I could just kind of hang in there. Until one day, this eagle, little tiny eagle, saw a huge shadow just cast over it. And as he looked up at the sky and looked at it, this was a majestic adult eagle just flying. Now, the adult eagle sensed, because he saw this little tiny eagle was just transfixed. He sensed it, and he came down to him. And he said, boy, what are you doing? And the eagle said, well, I'm a little boy. I cannot fly. He said, I'm a chicken. He says, no, you're not a chicken. You're an eagle. And this little tiny eagle is thinking, what? No, you are. Listen to me. You are not a chicken. You are an eagle. He said, your talents weren't meant for you to scratch the ground for worms and feed. No. It was meant so you could snatch on the craggy sides of the mountains. Your eyes were not meant for you to just be limited to the narrow confines of this barnyard. No, they were meant for you to soar and look at the horizon far across you. Look at the horizon of your unfulfilled potential. And your wings were so you could spread and fly through the winds of your immeasurable genius. Boy, you are not a chicken. You are an eagle. You know what? This little tiny eagle tried jumping and flapped its wings, took a few laps. And the day it flew, never came back. Because all of a sudden he realized that there was something inside of him. He knew who he was, and that's what I'm talking about. You and I as students, there's something inside each and every one of us. There's a gift that you have that I don't have. How do you tap into that and become this individual that you are meant to be? Know yourselves is what I say. I had a friend of mine, I talk about it also promotes self-discovery, because I remember when I came to the States,